All right, so we're on day 21 of the Talk to the Camera Challenge, and I haven't had a chance to go through and review a lot of the videos. I really need to watch them because at day 21, we're only 9 days away from completing the challenge. And so today being day 21, that's exactly 3 weeks of speaking to the camera every day. Now, I do have to make a confession that the last two I just recorded. And because 2 nights ago, I left it until late. It was about 10 past midnight when I actually got the camera out and I recorded it, only to find out that after I finished the whole thing, I'd hit the mute button on the mic and picked up no audio at all. So that's a learning experience. I think last time I did the review, I spoke about having recordings fall down. I've had technical issues a few times, like those ones. And then so the next day I had to do a double catch up, and I was so engrossed in creating the next video that I'm working on. And then it was the Wednesday night, so I went up to the Bangalore Bolo Club. Of course, it's Anzac Day today. It's a public holiday. And so I thought, I'll go up there. And I'd made the first minute and I was quite impressed with what I'd done. So I wanted to go and celebrate a little bit because I'm pretty hopeful that video is turning out very, very well. And then realised I'd forgotten, so I had to play catch-up and didn't actually do that challenge for that day. So I've played catch-up and I'm recording 3 of them today. So this one's right off the back of doing 2 of them. Now, I guess that works out for the best in some sense because I get a sense of how's this going for me and what am I learning? I think I'm learning to be more comfortable to the camera and I'm able to not feel like I'm giving a lecture. I'm getting a lot more comfortable and natural, feel like I'm speaking to a person, speaking to you. I'm learning lots of things about getting the room set up properly, getting this mic set up. I've managed to sort this camera out. I tell you what has been a wonderful thing that's happened a couple of times because I'm working on this content creation journey at the moment. It's only the beginning stages and I'm starting to need to replace equipment and things. So I've made the decision to go seek out some casual employment just to give me that support. Somewhat inspired by other creators I've seen who left the corporate world and went and did things like work in cafes while they built up their same thing, media companies and stuff. So I'm a little bit inspired by that too because I'm open. And 2 of those jobs, one is as a trivia host 1 week a night, but the other one's at a tourist center coming through, big brand name, and both of those required a video submission. So it was really interesting to go, I need to do a video submission. Hey, look, I've got things set up already, ready to go, and was able to just jump straight on here and just like I've been doing every day, deliver video messages, and they went really, really good, being right in the middle of a 30-day Talk to the Camera challenge when I actually, for 2 job submissions, I had to speak to the camera directly. I was pretty impressed. Felt quite lucky for that to happen. So what have I learned? Like I said, I've got more comfortable. I think I'm doing a lot less ums and ahs than previously. I don't know if I've even said one at all while we're speaking here. Notice that sometimes I get a bit of a block because I can't think of the right word to say. I don't know how that comes across in camera. A few of these stories that I've been telling, I've wanted to tell stories and just mental block, can't find the right name for something. I've had to describe it and deal with that. I find that awkward. I think I'm getting my diction better. And then sometimes I think my energy levels may be a bit too low. I'm trying to pick them up now, speak through a smile, try and be comfortable in that sense. Trying to do things like remember my posture and stuff. I'm finding this as a 30-day challenge. It's becoming a little bit of a chore. And a chore in the sense of it's becoming just routine. It's like just get in front of the camera, get it done, get it over with. Some of the challenges seem to require a little bit of prep. I like these ones where I just speak to the camera and I don't have to think about it very much and just start going. What else have I learnt from this? I'm a little bit interested in what difference it's going to make by the time I'm at day 30. I feel like I want some amazing revelationary, woohoo, you've become amazing. But I have gone from a sense of, I think it was a bit stilted and awkward on the first one. It's we can go back and compare. It'll be interesting to see how it looks once we're complete and once I've finished this. I've realized I can easily use up my 10 minutes. We're speaking here now. I've gone over the 5. And I kind of would prefer maybe if these were 5 minutes. I don't know if anyone's going to watch them. If I kept them to 5 minutes, then people might watch them. I've been putting these up on YouTube, keeping a log of those. Very minimal editing, just editing the front a little bit just to pique people's interest when they first come in and not get too bored. And then putting them up on YouTube and seeing how that affects my channel. Interesting to see some people watch them. I've picked up a couple of subscribers and a couple of likes just off doing this every day. If you're watching this, who you are, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking my video. I don't know who you are. These particular videos aren't particularly aimed at for anyone to see, but I just, as an exercise in why the hell not, I just posted them up. So there they are. I am very much planning to coordinate these at the end. I find I do things like when this mic's here, I tend to hold the mic quite a bit. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if I prefer to take the mic off the mic stand and hold it, or if I prefer to. I've tried doing some sitting down. These ones are standing up. Getting around with it. What I do want to do is try and come up with some exercises to do a bit more scripting and speak to a bullet point, because I can ramble. If you can't tell, like these daily exercises, 5 to 10 minutes, I can talk and talk and talk and talk. Which is something I want to work on, being able to get what I need to say down succinctly and short. So what I want to try and build into, if not in this 30-day challenge, in a following one, is one that's more planned out and have 30 days worth of things planned out. And what I might do is go find some other people's videos and work out their bullet points and recreate those same videos. So I've got a nice structured something I can follow. I don't have to think too much, be all that creative, just as a way to practice the speaking, recreate someone else's video. I did it the other day, funny enough, as an exercise. I got one of Katie Steckley's How to Get More Views on YouTube's. And what I did, I grabbed a copy of that video. I passed it through ChatGPT. I passed the transcript through and said, rewrite this script. So it wrote a new version of the same thing, and I went through and scripted that and recreated that reel and edited it and threw it up. And it didn't do great. I think it's got about 200 views. It didn't do all that well. It did attract a couple of comments, which is the first. Oh, it's not the first reel that I've made that's got a couple of comments, but it did attract a couple. Some guys going, "Why don't you have very many views then?" Which is a fair call. But the exercise wasn't in really sharing and talking about views. It was an exercise in going through the process to practice speaking, to help me learn. I mean, that's you learn by teaching. So having picked up some of those skills and learnt those things, being able to put them down in a structure, put it into a video form, edit it all together, get it up. It's a learning experience to see how the reels work, to see how it responded compared to other ones I did. I think it was a very valuable exercise. I did get that comment on there. Someone came in and defended me. It said, at least I'm trying to help. It's interesting to see the dialogue. I'm like, great, thanks, engagement. So whoever that was that left that positive comment, thank you for defending me on that one. And so I think there's a lot coming out of this. There's obviously some benefits. It's already affected and helped my life in helping me to apply for jobs and things like that. And I've been able to share that video with it. There's been some other opportunities come across. I won't go into the details of, just a few things came out of the woodwork that I didn't actively go seeking for, that being able to share these videos was helpful. And I think doing this every day, it's got to be having a positive effect, right? So I'm pretty much used up that 10 minutes. We're coming up to the end of it. I'm going to wrap this up because 10 minutes is easy to fill up once you get the hang of it. And great, 21 days. Fantastic. See you tomorrow, day 22.